guys, I hope you're having a great day. So in this video, I am going to give this vase a makeover. I'm going to take out the flowers and see what I can do to make it look more like pottery and definitely change the color. I thought about getting rid of it, but I like the size of it. I like the shape of it. I just don't like the color. I've mentioned previously that I'm definitely more into the neutral color tones in my home decor. So I'm going to see what I can do to change this up today. So that's what I'm going to be working on in this video. Let's get started. So what I am going to try to do is use some of this lightweight spackling and this paint scraper tool and slather some of this on, let it dry, and then we will paint it, and hopefully that'll give it a little bit of texture and make it look a little bit more like pottery. And I may have to do a little sanding on it. I'm not really sure. I've never done this before, so I'm just going to give it a try and we'll see how it turns out. So as you can see, I am not putting the spackle on very thick. Basically, I just want to add a little bit of texture so that in the end, it looks like a piece of handmade pottery, or at least that is what I'm hoping for. So I went ahead, let it dry overnight, and here is what it looks like. It actually did better than I even thought it would. It dried really nicely. The only places that are flaking off are the thicker spots that didn't really adhere to the vase. So you can see right there, at least I hope you can see it. I'm trying to show it. But the raised spots that are a little bit thicker, they're kind of flaking off just a little bit. But the texture is really good. I'm really happy with that. So I'm just going to take a piece of scrap sandpaper, go over the entire thing really lightly, and see how that looks. And I'm just roughing up the top also because it has kind of a glossy sheen to it, just to give the paint something to adhere to a little bit better. But I think this is looking really good. So I'm just going to wipe off all of the dust and then we will start painting. So I kind of want an off-white or cream color, and then I may add a little bit of black. So I'm just going to kind of play around, see what I can come up with. I'm going to be using white. And I think I'm going to mix in a little bit of this territorial beige. See what that looks like. Okay, yep, I like that. the first coat of paint's dry, so I'm going to go ahead and add a second coat. So the vase is pretty much dry, and I'll try to show you what it looks like. You can see the texture. It really does have that pottery kind of look to it, and you can see with my paintbrush I went different directions to add a little bit of extra texture as well. So I'm not going to stop here. The vase that I actually have in mind, this look that I'm going for, it was one that Kirkland sold, and it's no longer in stock, but it had some black, and so I am going to see if I can kind of recreate that look. And I'm already liking how it's looking so far. It definitely looks like a piece of pottery, which was what I was going for. Definitely a neutral color. So I am going to use some black acrylic paint, one of these spouncers or round foam brushes, and put some black on it, and we'll just see how it turns out. And if I don't like the black, I'll just go back over it with color that I mixed up. So let's start doing that and see how it looks. So actually, I think I'm going to use a paintbrush and just kind of go back and forth until I get the look that I want. I feel like the paintbrush is a little bit smoother look compared to the spouncer, and the spouncer is putting kind of a round or curved edge where I put it on if I'm not careful. And so I think I'm going to try out the paintbrush and see if I like that look better. So I've been adding my black, and I'm adding it in different areas. I'll probably put it over the entire thing, but I'm just going to have it really light towards the top and thicker at the bottom. And I've added some white paint as well as the territorial beige, and I just have another paintbrush, and I am just going to be putting this on as well. I want it to have a lot more depth to it.
So I'm loving how this turned out. Basically took something I was ready to throw away, give it a fresh new look, and didn't spend any money. I used items I already had on hand, and here's a look at the before and the after. You can see it looks so much more high-end now, and definitely fits into my home decor and the style that I'm going for. I am just really pleased with this project. I hope you enjoyed this video. It gave you some ideas. If it did, please like it, give it a thumbs up, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. If you're new here, I would love it if you hit subscribe and hung around. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day, and thanks for watching.